What's up, homeboys? It's the Gypsy again. Back at it again. Yeah, I shaved. I look different. And you guys don't even recognize me now. Anyways, let's put the comedy aside. Today's prediction video is going to be about Loma versus Teofimo Lopez. I got somewhere to be. I'm going to do this video quick. I always knew who the winner of this fight's going to be. Well, we don't know yet, but obviously I have my own pick that I've had for years between these two guys. Teofimo Lopez, I always said he was going to be a big guy, even when he was a prodigy coming up. I've always said it. Even before he knocked out Kome, before he fought that Japanese guy, Katanaya, whatever his fucking name is, and that obviously people say it was an arguable loss. I have yet to fucking watch that fight thoroughly to fucking say if it was an arguable loss or not. Maybe the Japanese guy beat him from what I remember, because I didn't score that fight when I was watching it. But it looked like he was beating him, honestly. But I have to still watch it to give you an assessment of exactly who won, because I was streaming that shit went off and on and all that shit, whatever. But based on the styles of Loma and Teofimo Lopez, this is about Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko, not about that Japanese kid versus Teofimo Lopez. Based on the styles of how they fight, I feel like Loma is going to outbox the shit out of him. He's going to move, and he's going to throw angles at him. And I feel like Teofimo fights like that kid that fought against Kovalev, that black dude, I forgot his name, muscular dude that got knocked out with a jab. He fights similar to that, but he has better movement with the feet, for quicker reflexes, because obviously lighter weight, but that doesn't matter. He just does. He just has better movement. But that's not going to work. That's really shell or shoulder roll technique. It's not really going to work so well against Lomachenko, I can tell you that much. Lomachenko will counter the shit out of him if he keeps doing that shit. You know, being in a southpaw stance. He's going to counter the shit out of him. And plus, on top of which, Teofimo realistically is so much slower than him. There's a skill gap by a lot. You know, realistically, Teofimo is the only legitimate guy that can actually beat Loma in this weight division. No one else can. But he still has a puncher's chance. Realistically, that's all I give him in this fight. I give him a puncher's chance. If he catches him with a right hand, and even then, even if he drops him, a flash knockdown or whatever, just like Linares did, it won't give him that W. He needs to thoroughly defeat him or knock him out, whichever the case may be, to beat Lomachenko. Plus, he's the A side. I may add as well, Lomachenko. I'm not even counting that, but because that's not going to make a difference. It's going to be a clear boxing lesson where he's getting peppered with shots, and he has no answer for it. You know what I mean? Or he has an answer that's only one shot or two shots. Gets hit by three combinations. You know, he moves to the side. The side movement is going to be the biggest problem for Teofimo to face against Lomachenko. If he gets lucky enough, he might catch him like he caught Kome, but Kome, that was not a lucky punch. Kome just sucks, and there's no fucking question about it. He just sucks. He gave that shot open, like that right hand was easy money to land. Easy money. I just never made an assessment or prediction on that fight with Kome, because I didn't watch Kome's fights as often to get a prediction on who would actually win that fight between Lopez and Kome. But I felt like Lopez would have won, but how would he won, I would have known, because I didn't really know Kome that well, so I'm going to leave that be. This fight is going to go to a decision. This is my prediction. It's going to go to a decision where Teofimo gets his licks in a couple times. He gets a few shots in. That kind of rocks Loma. Every now and then you'll have one or two, I give it like two opportunities that you'll have. But majority of the times that if he does rock him, Loma's just going to run around, recover, come back, analyze him whenever he throws a jab, move to the side, whenever he's a counterpuncher. That's what fucking Teofimo Lopez is, and that's just it's going to work in the favor of Lomachenko, because every time he's the faster guy, he's going to react to Teofimo Lopez's reaction time. He's going to throw when he throws, and he's going to make a miss while he's throwing his shots. You know, while both guys are shooting, throwing their shots at the same time. Whether it's because there's a lot of combinations these guys can throw, so I can't just say 1-2 combinations. Same with the heavyweight division. You know what I mean? These guys can throw a hell of a lot of combinations. But one thing I noticed is the Philly shell. The shoulder roll is going to be a big thing you guys are going to notice, where Loma takes advantage of that shit. Loma's pretty efficient at fighting guys that do that. And you will catch him. You will fucking catch a guy like that. I mean, what was that guy's name? Rigo? What are the fucking Cuban? It was Rigo, right? Rigo. If I'm pronouncing his fucking name right, I forgot. He fights similar, lad. He uses his shoulder, or he goes downwards to avoid shots. That's exactly. But the guy was smaller, obviously. Teofimo's bigger. It wouldn't matter though. He will just go. He will find a way. He will find an opening, bro. He will throw 3 shots to 1 shot of Teofimo Lopez, and Loma hits hard. It's not like Loma does not hit hard. And even though Teofimo hits harder, he needs to land those shots in order to win. In order to do something to Lomachenko, he's not going to have that success. He will have a few moments of it, but not much of it, where he catches him. Luckily, like what a right hand, how he caught Comey with. Luckily, well, it was not a luck with Comey, but like it would be a luck kind of a luck situation with him versus Lomachenko. These are lightweights. They do all kinds of fucking shots, quicker reflexes and everything, all that shit to consider. So, you know, 135-pound guys, you know, they're moving pretty fucking fast, you know. But even then, speed-wise, there's a ginormous difference between the two guys. Lomachenko's way faster than him, way skillful for him, and he ain't gonna go down off of 1 shot. That's why a punch's chance is still very slim. And I don't see Lomachenko knocking out, what's his name? Teofimo. That's not happening. I do not see that happening. Teofimo got a chin on him. But anything could happen. You never know. Shit, Loma can get caught and get finished. It's a fight game. You have no idea what will happen sometimes. So my assessment is this. Decision. It's going to go to decision. Loma peppering him with a lot of shots. Give him a boxing lesson. And Teofimo having a few licks in where he can get a few shots in himself. You know, lands a few fucking hooks, or maybe an overhand right if he gets lucky enough and catches him. But he gets peppered with a lot of shots from close range. After the first couple of rounds, Loma's gonna, as usual, assess how he can approach him from close range. And then when he sees the timing factor of it, Teofimo ain't that fucking agile enough or fast enough. He's pretty agile, but not as agile as Loma to fucking prevent most of the shots coming in from Lomachenko, and it's going to be a boxing lesson for 12 rounds straight. That's what I think is going to happen. That's my decision. I mean, I can't see it any other way, but it's a great fight. This is a fight that's worth watching. If you're a boxing fan, if you don't watch this shit, I don't know what the fuck you're going to watch. And I'm going to be glued to my fucking seat watching this fight. I always want to see this fight between these two guys. No Haney, no Shakur Stevenson. None of these guys no Tank Davis can fucking beat Loma. This is the only dude that's going to pull it off at 135. And Tank Davis isn't even in 135 unless he just decided to jump on 135 recently. I don't know. That guy is just weird. So, yeah, that's my prediction for this fight. I feel like that's what's going to happen in this fight. The gypsy has spoken. It's not weak. Let me say it one more time. The gypsy has spoken. Adios, guys.